would you look at maybe seeding Aadhaar with property purchases?
I think that's a great idea, but I'm not going to make an announcement on that because we are already linking Aadhaar to bank accounts, etc. And what we do in the property market, etc. I mean, we can take some additional steps also. Yeah.
It seems to be progressive. It seems like it's a logical conclusion.
It's happening. It's happening.
No, for it to be seeded with property market, it seems to be a logical conclusion.
That's the way it's headed in any case. Yeah.
So it will happen at some point
or
the other.
I have no doubt.
You have no doubt that Aadhaar will be linked with property. Because that is the one way to perhaps ensure that there will be no black money or less black money in the system.
Look, no one can absolutely enforce that a transaction between two individuals complies with, let's say, check payment. You can never ensure. But what you can ensure is that large value transaction, like for instance people buying property, buying air tickets, etc., that those are monitored. The rest, I mean, there's no economy in the world which is entirely cashless. In fact, people don't feel the need to carry large wads of cash around in economies which have stable systems. I mean, you operate on plastic or through other paying mechanisms.
You know, I also was interviewing the SBI chairman, Mr. Rajneesh Kumar, and I found it interesting that he said he would be fine with it and that his banking peers would be fine with it if home buyers are brought at par with financial institutions in case insolvency is triggered against a builder. This was of course in conversation with respect to the JP case, which the government has said it will support the home buyers. Now that the banks are okay with home buyers having the same rights as the financial institutions, can we expect something from the government?
We have to be equitable in our recommendations for the sector overall. Whilst we would like to make sure that there are safeguards for the home buyers who are victims in a situation like this, we also don't want to take a position against legitimate, genuine builders. I mean, there are some people who have brought a bad name in terms of business practices by taking the money of unsuspecting people through one-sided contracts, through other defaults, and gone and invested their money in land banks. But that does not apply to all of them. I think what will happen is that the sector will get cleaned out, some fly-by-night operators will be shelved out, and you will have a more stable real estate market. Coming back to your question on what to do with the insolvency bill. Look, there are 2 points of view. One point of view is that the insolvency bill must not be sector specific, because its provisions will have to be used, across the board. But at the same time, it just so happens that I have been assigned responsibility for housing just now, and that's part of my DNA. So I will go on pushing for the interests of the home buyers to be safeguarded.
For example, the banks, should they continue to ask for the home loan and interest payments till this mess is solved?
Well, if I were a home buyer and if I was not getting delivery of the place and I was supposed to be paying EMI to the bank, I would take a particular position. So I'd not be surprised if the other home buyers do. Look, sometimes when you are in bad situations, there's no harm in it developing into a crisis. So but look at the correctives which are coming. Thanks to the actions by the Apex Court, thanks to RERA, thanks to other steps, I think more and more buyers will get their homes.